Good morning, everyone. So today we have another pomade review, but this is going to be one of those special ones where we look at our product from outside the US. And the label we'll be taking a look at is Craigmont Standard Goods. This is essentially a homebrew by a team of brothers from Ottawa, Canada, and we'll be focusing in on their pomade cream, which is like a medium hold, medium shine product. This is like a nicely minimalist design approach type of product, very highly refined, and one of the products or one of the homebrews that were recommended to me when I was working with Zach of Sheer Revival a lot. And we looked at a handful of Canadian homebrews before, or kind of Canadian labels, but this is kind of one of the few ones that are actually a homebrew. I believe most of the ones we looked at before have always been lab cooked products. And so let's go ahead and start off like any other review by looking at the jar up close. This is Craigmont Standard Goods water-based pomade cream. This is a 4-ounce jar, as I mentioned before, medium hold, medium shine, and this is marked as their number 1. They have a number 2, which is like a heavy hold or strong hold, low shine version. You have an English label on this side, you have a Canadian French label on the other side, ingredients, and some directions. This is actually one of the nicer plastic jars. Is something to note at least, and the choice of the plastic lid for this specific one goes really well. Has that nice consistent diameter. Opening it up, you have the product inside, off white yellowish type of color, and I've already scooped out a bit for trying it before the review, but you'll want to know that these things are filled to the brim, and that's always nice, a little courtesy of the homebrewer. But let's go ahead and start using it now. The official smell of this pomade is woodsy, citrus, with a hit of spice. Now, in all honest truth, I was sick yesterday. I'm still feeling it today, so I can't pick up any of the woodsy. I can pick up a little bit of the citrus and especially the spice. And it's also leg day today, so I have no idea how I'm gonna do this in this current condition. But kind of being in this kind of current state of mind is why I chose to review it today, because I mentioned before that this is a very highly refined product. And it's the only time when someone calls their product a cream and it actually scoops out literally like a cream. It feels like you're scooping out whipped cream cheese. I don't believe any other pomade has had that texture. And I mean, there's a bunch of products that are oh, it's cream it's butter but no, this is, you're literally scooping something out that feels just whipped cream, or whipped, that whipped cream cheese, because it's thicker than whipped cream. But I think the best comparison would either be whipped butter or whipped cream cheese. It's no joke, and it's amazing. And obviously breaking it down in your hands, you kind of see that consistency pick up a little more, just a little bit more thickness, a little more grip. And once you apply it to your hair, it's still very easy to work with. Now, more conventional products, this one, the more product you add, the more hold you get. This is in comparison to other products where it's just you increase the slickness, texture, blah blah blah. But this one's mostly more product, more hold. If you take about 3 scoops, I'm currently at right now, you get a light-ish medium hold. To get a solid medium, I'll go with 1 more scoop after this. But yeah, and as you can tell, I mean, it's not difficult at all to really agitate the product, put it in my hair, and really get it down where I really need it, which is at the base of where my pomp will be formed. With some other products, it's a little discomforting, it makes it difficult, but this one, as you can easily tell, not hard at all. And alright, with the product applied, go ahead, just comb everything back now. Obviously, as you can see, very easy to comb through. So go ahead and start styling it now. And we'll go ahead and consider that done. And I mean, the shape is very nice. And as you guys notice, I'm finger combing the back right now. Just because with this product, it's very light in weight. It's also, it has shine, but it's not greasy in any way, which really just, it's hard for me to resist not running my fingers through that, and I just have a tendency to do that when a product has this type of consistency. But Anyways, like what you really notice is that like the height is about like average, nothing crazy, but the shape is very nice. Like it has that good like curvature, and as forward as I can make it right now. And the thing is, I mentioned this in the written reviews, but I don't know if I really mentioned this in like the video reviews. Like you can really always tell when a product's too strong for me, like the hold is too much, when like the front is really flat. But in this case, you can really see how it has much more of a curvature, and there's no way of kind of avoiding that. Like, I mean, I want that, but now with like a balanced product, a product that doesn't have too much hold, I can really play with that, and I can really use that to my advantage where my hair actually resists forming a pomp or getting super height, and by resisting it, it actually gets that curvature that I want. But yeah, so we also see kind of like a very, like just like a slight touch of shine, definitely just a little bit above neutral. We don't really see many like super shiny products anymore, and preferably I like it that way. Um, so let's just go over everything. Consistency is truly like a cream. Application applies super easily. Like it's been a while since we used a product that applies this easily. Shine, just a little above neutral. Slickness is definitely there. Also, another characteristic we haven't seen done too well in like the recent past, and so this product actually does it really well. I mean, you won't get many like stray hairs with this product, while not like kind of sacrificing greasiness too much. Like it's still a very comfortable product. What else do we want to talk about? The strength is definitely like a medium. It would definitely only push towards light from here onwards. Like this isn't a product that is super resilient or super like kind of just gonna like glued to your hair and stay there forever. Like this is a very light daily product. And so the control is very intuitive. It's challenging in that it is more towards like a light and medium hold, so that will always be a challenge to style with. But at the same time, that's a huge advantage to take advantage of, I guess, because you get beautiful shape out of it. And yeah, so basically we'll go throughout the whole day now, and we'll come back and see how well this pomade performed. And today will be a great test as always. Going to the gym again, as I hinted before, and we'll see how it does. But yeah, see you guys in a few hours. What up, guys? So I'm back, and going to the gym today was a fucking terrible idea. I mean, I feel like shit. Definitely not fully recovered from being sick, and leg day was just not happening today. But either way, like upsides, we were able to put like Craigmont pomade cream through a serious test. Because I mean, this is it, not restyled. This is how it was when I came home from the gym. And in all honest truth, I don't mind my hair looking like this like during the day after the gym, or even like at school. Well, when I used to go to school, because I mean, it has like a unique texture to it, has a unique looseness to it, and also the biggest thing for me is this product doesn't feel greasy, doesn't feel like disgusting in any way. And you can really imagine this product as like the Arcadian clay if it didn't have any clay in it. And so to restyle it, I mean, this is a water-based pomade, not a gel pomade. And so it remains workable for sure. Like, yes, you don't have the same volume like you get in like when you first styled in the morning. And when like your hair sits in a certain position for a long time, like it does kind of start to really what's the word for it? But it really starts to kind of just get fixated to that position. And so that applies to any sort of splits or anything. But like restyling it is definitely like possible. At the same time, because why I really mentioned it being similar to like the Arcadian clay without any clay is that it has this nice, it's like asking for me to finger comb it, even though it's still like a water-based pomade and not a clay of any kind. Just because it stays clean, stays really workable, and it's just really, it has a very slight grit to it. But yeah, like you can still get like a good shape out of it, still get some good height. But the biggest thing for me is just that how it feels. I mentioned before early into the review that it feels like a very highly refined product. Like you don't get any like of the BS downsides of like a really greasy or heavy product. And so like if you're styling a pop and you have hair similar to mine, like you can definitely make it work. But you will have to be a little more lenient in regards to like, do you want a perfect like stiff like Pomp the whole day, or do you want something more loose, more free? Are you okay with that, or do you have the confidence to kind of like go with that? But if you're styling something more like a side part, something like a little lower, something with less volume, this would be more than enough. Like for example, my brother, this product would be like definitely ideal for him. For most of the people like I see like kind of like in my normal life and stuff, like this would definitely work. Like their height does not require anything stronger than this, but this would be a very convenient, a very refined, like just a good product to work with, just because it's well balanced, highly diverse. Um, Also, I wanted to touch on rinsing it out, wash it out with just water. Never gets greasy, stays pretty dry, doesn't harden to any extent, and my hair actually feels fantastic. This is another good thing. Like, if you want to use this on like a day where like you're just tired of using a little too many like harsh clays or too many like harsh gel pomades, and you want your hair to relax a bit but still look good, then this will be a very good option. Another this thing reminds me of really is the original Crystal Lake formula. Think about the original Crystal Lake formula, except in a true cream like consistency and not greasy at all. That's probably the most accurate thing. And so I would highly suggest this to someone who, if you were happy with with the original Crystal Lake and you're not a big fan of the latest like reformulation, if you really want to go back to that, then this would be the best choice. This is actually like a refined version of that original formula. It definitely has its own advantages, and if it fits your hair type, then it's a great fit, like a very convenient, very refined choice for you. But yeah, so go ahead and conclude this review now. Hope you guys got something out of it. This has been Craigmont Standard Goods Pomade Cream, their #1, and we'll see you guys again for another review in the future.